A group of Inuit lived in a small village. One poor boy whose parents died lived with his old grandparents. The boy was taken in by the chief and asked to do chores. As the boy grew, he learned much from the chief. He became strong and clever and unbeatable at sports. One winter, he was allowed to go hunting. The hunt was very good. They had almost enough meat to last the winter. The chief then decided to teach the boy how to hunt caribou with a knife without the use of a bow and arrow. The boy was now very excited, for he was always anxious to learn new ways to catch game.
A good hunter would hide under a caribou skin to cover themselves and sneak up on the herd until they were close, and then use a knife to kill it. It must be placed in just the right spot.
The boy crept very close to the caribou, but just as he was ready to spring, the caribou spoke to him.
You must be using my brother's skin to cover yourself with. Why don't you put it on the right way, and I will tell you what to do.
Was he going mad, or was the caribou really speaking to him? The caribou continued.
Those of us who are to be leaders in the future have this gift of being able to lift the face mask, and so we are able to speak on behalf of our people. Now close your eyes and slip the coat on. I'll tell you more as we travel. Hurry, for we do not have much time.
He did as he was told, and to his surprise, he was now a caribou.
Follow me.
The caribou said, and now they were all traveling at a great speed.
I will tell you how to travel. When we were running at high speed, we never look back at the ground. This slows you down. Hold your head high and just look where the ground meets the sky and run. This way you can see your direction and also anything that may be on the ground to trip you.
They ran, and soon the ground below him seemed to be a blur. They met up with the herd amidst a great blizzard. From the journey, he found himself hungry. As they fed on sweet lichens, his friend told him.
You must never stray far from us until we have told you more of the dangers we face in life.
He learned of many things. He was told never to go near anything he was not sure of what it was. He was told of wolves, and always to stay with the herd when in danger. Also, there would be times when the herd was hunted by humans. He became hungry once again, but when he looked around he could find no lichens. His friend came over to him and said,
I will have to show you how to search for food in the winter. However, you must not waste any food when you eat. You must always eat the food you find, for those who waste food don't always find food in their times of need.
He took him aside and told him to dig in the snow and turn up the ground. To his surprise, there were berries and fresh plants. They were very delicious, and he ate all he had found. Now his friend told him.
Never dig for food until you are hungry. This is our way of life.
The winter was long and the days grew short, and there were many times when he bedded down without anything to eat, for he would be too tired to eat, and then he would be up very early for another long search for food. Soon the days became long, the sun warmed the land, water began to flow. Spring was here, but they must still be on the alert, for they were now passing a very dangerous country where a different tribe of Inuit lived. On one warm night they were attacked while they were resting. He was wounded in the neck by what he knew to be an arrow. To his own surprise he was able to slip out of his coat. He was now back in human form. Now as he lay where he had fallen, one of the hunters came to his side. The hunter looked in awe and wonder, as he was from a different tribe. At last he spoke.
Where did you come from? For I know your tribe of people. From a long way back I have heard many stories and tales of them.
The boy told the hunter what had happened, and as he spoke he saw others come and they were listening as well. After applying some spruce tree gum to his wound, they built a fire and had some roast meat like he had never tasted before. At first he was a little slow in eating, for he had remembered his friends, but soon he overcame it and enjoyed his meal. He helped in preparing the meat to pack, for he was now told that he was one of the tribe.